Hello there and good afternoon. The Conservative Party is gearing up to deliver a Brexit in name only by endorsing Theresa May's deal. Looking over the press today, you can see indications that opposition to Theresa May's deal is melting away in her party, even amongst the most ardent Brexiteers. And MPs have been busily writing articles in the newspapers urging their fellow MPs to vote for the Prime Minister's Brussels-authored Withdrawal Agreement. For example, the chairman of the Tory 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady, is saying that as long as the Attorney-General gives whatever assurances the EU gives about the backstop a clean bill of health, then let's get on and vote for it. Obviously forgetting for a moment that the Attorney-General, Geoffrey Cox QC, is the one who went over to Brussels to get these assurances in the first place and will also be the one signing them off. As I've said before, marking one's own homework is not always a good idea. Graham Brady also writes, "The Attorney-General needs to give a legally binding guarantee that the backstop is temporary." Now, I'm not sure that the Attorney-General can give much more than an opinion. It would surely only become legally binding once it's been tested in the proper court and a judgment given. The Foreign Secretary, Jeremy Hunt, and the Leader of the House of Commons, Andrea Leadsom, have also been at it, saying that the Prime Minister has found a careful compromise and call it the best and most realistic option for leaving the European Union. And the Tory European Research Group of so-called committed Brexiteers now looks like it is more in the save the Tory party mode than Brexit mode. But we all know that Theresa May's deal is the worst of all worlds and the worst of all deals. It has been comprehensively pulled apart by legal experts, such as those in Lawyers for Britain, and by military experts, such as those in Veterans for Britain. Not only that, to get this deal to work means that our Parliament will have to pass another law that would once again shoehorn the UK legal system into the EU system. The government bill to make this law is waiting in the wings and is called the EU Withdrawal Agreement Bill. As an article by the Institute for Government says, this new bill would have to ensure the rule of EU law prevails. National courts and national public authorities are therefore under an obligation to apply the rule of EU law and disapply the rule of national law, it says. It would also have to ensure that the law made here by the current Parliament could bind its successor parliaments, just as it does now under EU law. This means future parliaments will not be sovereign over all their affairs, something that EU membership imposed on our constitution and that Brexit was meant to address. And with the Irish backstop issue not properly and legally dealt with, then this could well endure indefinitely. I do not believe that any government or parliament should or actually could, under our law, give away such powers. But if they are able, then the UK will not go into the next round of talks as an equal, it will go into them as a whipped dog cowering under the table hoping for scraps. And that is exactly where the Tories are taking us, ready to be led back into the EU fold on a leash. It is imperative for the future well-being of our country that this deal is put down permanently at the next available opportunity. Anyway, what do you think? Please leave a comment below and thank you for watching.